What's up, fight fans? Thank God I did not wait for this announcement. Look, great announcement. Adesanya versus Pyfer, hyped, love it. Grassa versus Barbara too. Honestly, did not know they had a first fight, and then I saw the highlights of it, and then I not surprised. I forgot about it. Look, two good fighters. I like them, but whatever. This is the star. But on top of that, there's another unconfirmed, at least not fully confirmed, at least not wasn't lying the live stream fight, which is Adesanya Mexicano versus Paulo Costa for April 11, Miami, Florida. We'll talk about that in a second. But Adesanya versus Pyfer, interesting matchup. What might be Adesanya's retirement, and it's a favor to Pyfer. Again, Pyfer is very liked. I think they either helped him with his rent, like a year's rent or something. He was homeless. They helped him with his hair transplant, whatever, right? Adesanya versus Pyfer is such an interesting fight because I don't think Pyfer's that great, but I also don't know how much Adesanya declined throughout his career. He just got knocked out about a year ago now by Imavov. Before that, lost to Strickland. No, lost to DDP, and then before that, lost to Strickland. And then before that, he knocked out Pereira, right? So 3-fight losing streak. Is he going to get knocked out by Pyfer? It's hard to say because Pyfer couldn't get his groove going with Jack Hermanson, and Jack Hermanson just has been proving that he really isn't that good or hasn't really shown it at all, and he's pretty chinny. So surprising that Pyfer couldn't knock out who turns out to be a really chinny person. He got knocked out by Orobai at 175 or 170, and Hermanson couldn't do that. I mean, Pyfer couldn't do that. So will he knock out Adesanya? How slow is Adesanya now? How chinny is Adesanya now? Is he scared to get chinned? Is he there to prove something? Is there a retirement fight? And we see people kind of like evolve when they know there's nothing left for them, so they want to go out with a win. I thought Cejudo looked good against Payne Talbot. Dustin Poirier looked really good against Islam Makhachev, and maybe Adesanya and maybe Justin Gaethje will look good if this is their last fight. This is a retirement fight. They want to go out with a win. Just put everything on it. Maybe, but I think this is a 50-50, maybe 40-60 fight. I don't know which way. It's so hard to say. It really just depends on how cooked Adesanya is in his career. But great fight. I have no predictions for it yet. I'll talk about it more when we get closer to that fight. But for now, let's talk about Adesanya Mexicano versus Paulo Costa. I did not expect this at all. First of all, Adesanya Mexicano should have a number one fight contenders for the light heavyweight belt, but I could see why he might not want that because there might be either an interim belt. Alex Pereira is still champ, but would he move up? Is he not going to be next? Is he going to be next? So let's take a fight. Let's make it an easy fight with Paulo Costa. And for Paulo Costa, he's moving up to light heavyweight. Look, he comes at 220. I think his walking weight is 220 or something like that. And then he cuts down to 185. I think he weighs more than Jiri Prochazka. So light heavyweight, it's kind of his division. I think it was always meant to be this division. He missed weight a lot of times in middleweight. So I'm happy to see him here. But this is a weird matchup. I don't know what to think about it. Adesanya Mexicano just looks like a guy who I don't trust enough to win a fight. But Paulo Costa is the guy who I don't trust enough to win a fight. So it's kind of hard to say. But besides that, I kind of want to think about something more exciting, which is Paulo Costa against the top 15, right? And we're going to go down for the 15 to champ, right? And see how good Paulo Costa does. Now, I think versus Ming Yang, I forgot his name. Yang Ming Yang, something like that. Yang Ming Yang? I'm just saying random words now. Paulo Costa wins. Paulo Costa wins, man. I don't know what to tell you. Johnny Walker could leg kick you to oblivion. So could Paulo Costa, who's a lot faster, who's less chinny, who has good ass body kicks. Menifield, I think Menifield might win that one. Weirdly or not. Menifield is not good, but there's times where he just wins. So Menifield might win that one against Krylov. I think Paulo Costa might have a good win against Krylov. Just got knocked out by Reyes, and he's gonna fight again. So Paulo Costa wants to get like a very deteriorated Krylov. I think he could. Johnny Walker. I want to give Paulo Costa that win. I think but Paulo Costa does not have power punch, but I think he wins. Walker's just a coughing baby. It's so sad to say, but Paulo Costa might be able to get his first knockout in a while. Now, Guskov. This is where it starts getting a little competitive for Paulo Costa. Guskov is shit. I honestly feel like he's shit. He hasn't done anything to really impress me against like who Elkins, I think was not some guy who debuted against him. Oh, and he got him out of the second round, but had his back taken the entire time. On the feet, he's not really that great. He's fast, but he's not like very skilled. He's a fine light heavyweight. Is a 50-50. Mirzakhanov, who do I think I got that against Paulo Costa? Mirzakhanov's fast, knocked out Reyes. He's short. Paulo Costa, I think he might get knocked out. I could see Paulo Costa getting knocked out or at least losing. I feel like pressuring Paulo Costa is your best odds because then he gets kind of shy. We saw that against Strickland. Where Strickland would just hit him with a teep 1-2, and Paulo Costa had no answers for that. Mirzakhanov, just besides how he looks like, which I don't want to be rude, he kind of looks like very unimpressive, is still very skilled. I don't think he's a top 10 anymore. I don't think he's top 10 if I'm not mistaken. Let me bring this up here. This might be out of date. Mirzakhanov is number 6, so he's moved up a couple here. This is outdated, but I think Mirzakhanov might win that. Ozdemir is another weird one. I really don't know what to think about Ozdemir that much. He's like Volkan Ozdemir is good, but the weird thing about light heavyweight is that you lose to good people and lose to bad people. He beat Johnny Walker. He lost to Carlos Ulberg and beat Menefield. Maybe Menefield would lose to Paulo Costa. Ozdemir has good takedown. I know that. He lost to Krylov in 2022. I don't know about that one. I would say he probably wins, right? How tall is he, if I don't remember? Tall-wise, height, he doesn't say here at least. It don't matter. Paulo Costa is not sure. He's like 6'1", 6'2", maybe, right? Body shot. I think Ozdemir might have that one. Reyes, I think he absolutely gets chinned by Paulo Costa. Rakic, I think Rakic is also shit. It's kind of showing how bad the lightweight division, the light heavyweight is. Because I think Paulo Costa does good against Rakic. Rakic has fast and snappy leg kicks, but then he kind of just chooses to lose in a way. But now here's where it kind of gets exciting. Hill versus Paulo Costa is a fun fight. Paulo Costa versus Roundtree is a fun fight. I think Paulo Costa has a good odds for both of them. I don't think Hill or Roundtree really hit damaging enough. They're good pressure. Hill is weird. He's gonna get. I think Hill versus Paulo Costa is gonna be another one with Kopylov. Kopylov just got body shot. He has bad. He doesn't have bad footwork, and Hill does. So what would Paulo Costa do to Hill? Is kind of where I'm going at. The body kicks. The big hooks. I don't think Hill has devastating power. He has good knockouts, but I don't think he's like a killer on the feet. Roundtree, same thing. I think at this point, I think we're about to witness Roundtree's kind of demise, his career demise. Too much damage from Jiri and too much damage from Alex has kind of left him like open and very quickly breakable. His face, I'm talking about, the wounds, kind of like Nick Diaz, and Paulo Costa could kind of capitalize on that. He has short arms. Khalil Roundtree is a good explosive man, but I think when you put someone who is as fast, and Paulo Costa is fast and he has that lighter man weight skill, could probably TKO maybe in the 4th or 5th round Khalil Roundtree, just on the feet. Jan Blachowicz, they're going to go for a draw. Him versus Paulo Costa. I think Ulberg knocks out Paulo Costa. Ankalaev probably knocks him out too, or at least beats him for a unanimous decision. Yerbrashka knocks him out. And Alex Pereira knocks him out. That's how I'm rating Paulo Costa up in this division. I think if he wanted an easier fight, I think Hill would have been an easy fight. Reyes is already booked with Walker, so maybe not him. Roundtree's not going to come back for a while, so I think it would be Ozdemir, who I think right now is currently ranked 6, I said. 8. Well, no, not Ozdemir. Azamat Mezicano, who's ranked 6 in the light heavyweight. That might be like a 50-50, to be honest. I think that's the easiest win for him in the top 10 that's available for Paulo Costa. So it's a good move for him. Azamat Mezicano, just give him a busy fight, a filler fight to get his resume up so he could fight for the belt one day and be like on a crazy win streak. I don't know what his win streak is now, but this is more interesting than Israel Adesanya's return. Because there's no win-win for Adesanya versus Pyfer. If Adesanya wins, then he retires maybe, and Pyfer kind of gets thrown away from the top 15, and he's a prospect who I'm excited for. But if he loses to Israel Adesanya, it's no shame. It's not a shame, but it's not what you want. It's not the outcome you want. Hence why he got number 6. The UFC really wants to promote him. You know, he has a good story. He has a bad attitude, which is good for the good for the UFC. And if Pyfer wins, then we kind of get it's gonna be by knockout, maybe a submission. To be honest, he works out with Sean Brady. You might get a submission, but I don't think so. I think Adesanya is elusive enough not to get submitted, even though he got submitted by DDP. Maybe. I just don't think this might end well for Adesanya. I hope he does retire, but to retire in a fight night does. I don't know about that. At least he will be the main event, right? I think that's the bright side. Adesanya, legend. I do hope he retires. He's been talking about retirement, how he just tells people he is retired, and I think that's the easier way. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for all these fights. I'm excited for Paulo Costa at 205. I want to see what happens there. And even if he fights down, I think Sang Ming Yang would be a fun fight with him. You know, getting beat up by another Brazilian. Anyways, quick news, fun fights, good main event for Seattle. I love Seattle. I could go up there, see how the tickets are, drive up from California. Who knows? Anyways, hope you enjoyed your day. Have a good one. Like and subscribe, please, and be good. Bye.